Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Elephants in the Room podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 3. My name is Nolan.
My name is Wesley.
My name is Carter.
And we have our newest little guest here, welcoming onto the podcast, Logan Cypher.
Yeah, it's good to be here, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Round of applause for Logan Cypher. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. I'm not really sure what we got going on today, but it is a slam time day, so, we're just going
That's true.
to roll with the punches. Do whatever it is that we're going to do. Okay. So, what do you guys want to start with?
Well, me and Carter made this little notes thing here, so we can select anything from there that we'd
you know what, Logan, why
like
don't
to
you
talk
pick one for
Yeah,
us?
I get
Let's pick a topic.
And you're going to give us your first answer.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us a little topic. Don't do unpopular opinions.
We already did that, yeah. I'm going to strike that. I'm going to strike that.
Yeah, we did
It's a
that.
checklist. You could check things off.
Oops.
For those of you, all the audio listeners, which there are only audio listeners, Wesley has a note on his MacBook that is, has like the checklist on it.
I don't know
And instead of just checking off the unpopular opinions, he just deleted the whole thing instead.
I don't know how to do bullet points, and I forgot that these weren't bullet points.
You're a freak.
There might be a way.
Checklist in the Notes app is elite, though.
It is.
That's
it
all
really
it
is.
That's why I
Checklist.
use the Notes app is
No.
for the checklist.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Well, we just had a special guest.
Yeah, I don't know. So
I'm not sure what that was, but we had a lot of pictures taken of us.
Mr. Schraub in our
Mr. Schraub in
and
our,
CTE.
No, he's like the post-secondary.
Post-secondary.
Yeah, he's like
yeah.
the post-secondary guy, but he's also like the business guy.
Yeah, so I'm wondering
Sweet dude, he
why-
came into Slice one day and
Hey,
ordered
free
pizza.
publicity, potentially.
Yeah?
Percent.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He came in
Okay,
and he was
Logan.
taking flicks of us.
He does have a lot of influence in
He
the
does.
district.
One thing I will say is that he's a great guy.
No, he really is. I've talked to him a few times. Like he's really
He's
just like
a
a
great
nice
guy.
soul.
But he is intense.
Oh yeah.
He used to coach the basketball, like the little kids, like
Mhm.
junior ramps, and he would have. I mean, I don't remember what grade it was, but they were little ass kids, and he would be like screaming at these kids.
Sure.
Hey man, he wants to be a winner.
So funny. The other thing, I've had conversations with Mr. Machny about this, who I know is.
Oh, did someone tell Miller?
Yeah, did we have Miller?
BRB.
Wesley's going to take a quick pause to go
Wesley.
ahead.
I'm gonna take a hiatus.
Tell Miller.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah.
But-
But I don't know. Should I wait to share this until Wesley
No.
gets back?
No.
But every time I see Mr. Schraubman, sometimes it's like in public. I've seen him in the Michigan State basketball game recently.
Sure.
High, extremely high. Eyes.
You? Or
no,
Schraub?
Mr. Schraub.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know it was a little. It's a little shocking, but to see that. But
Was it that, or was it just tired? Does he have kids at
Oh,
home?
I don't know. But then when you think about it, it makes sense. You know, how intense
Sick
he
and
is.
tired of the high school.
You know, it
I'm
makes
back.
sense. But
And he
anyway,
wears that damn suit every day.
Yeah.
he does wear this.
He's a
stuff.
snazzy guy.
Here's the thing.
No one wore a suit yesterday.
I did.
I liked it.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of which, I got no compliments on my fit the other day.
his green. So he had
Just a green.
he had a green Nike sweater with an orange swoosh and blue letters, and then he was wearing that brown, and I really like green and brown together, and the orange complemented the brown. I was like, Wesley, I really like that little sweatshirt.
And he told people to compliment me, but nobody did.
Nobody
Yeah,
did.
well, because I don't see you anymore. Because we don't have lunch.
It's true. You ran away from us. Do you have your early release lunch with us?
Dude, bowling was so awesome.
Was it really?
It was so lit. It was, the environment was insane.
Is it something that we should take a little
It's-
trip out to?
It's something
Oh, yeah,
worth
definitely.
going to at least once.
Okay.
It was.
should do
It
it.
came down to the 10th frame. It was Ethan Parse against the kid from Mason. Oh, 3 straight strikes in the 10th frame to win it. The kid on Mason was crying because he only got a spare at the end.
No.
I've never seen so much passion out of Mitchell. He was screaming. He was jumping up, and it was awesome.
Okay, but you should tell them about.
And the girls'
guy
team
who was
absolutely
fought.
waxed Mason.
Oh my
by
God,
like
they
400
always do.
points.
They always do.
It was insane.
They're so good.
They're
They wax everybody.
I mean, they're all right.
They won states 2 years in a row.
Well, Carter needs to share your story
Okay,
about
so-
your fight.
So it was
What?
not a fight.
You
So
fought somebody?
I did not fight anyone. So
For clarification, Rhonda, nobody was fought.
Mitchell, I already told her this. I think.
Oh.
Mitchell Mitchell's mother is a super sweet lady. We
She
love
sure
her.
is.
She's
I
awesome.
do. I do really like her.
She
a lot.
was trying to watch both of her sons bowl, which were the three. She watched them bowl, and this big ass dude stood right in front of her, and she was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. Can you please move so I can see my son bowl?" Because she was sitting down, and he was like, he turned around, and he goes, "I'm gonna need you to shut your yapper." so I went up to I was right next to Mitchell's mom because we were having a conversation, and I said, "Hey, there's no reason to talk to her like that. Like you just don't need to do that." Then the guy started screaming at me, full grown man screaming at me. And then all the moms were like, he's a child, no need. I look at Justin, I said, stand up, dog. Stand up.
Hey, back me up, cut.
I need your ass I need you to put some intimidation on this phone.
Exactly. And then the guy sort of just walked away after that. So, shout out Justin.
Fucking 6'4", 350 pounds behind you.
That's why we travel with Justin.
Exactly. For situations
Shout out
like that.
large black
He
men.
doesn't shout out Chocolate Thunder.
Oh,
Yeah, chocolate
Chocolate
thunder.
Thunder.
I just made him cram in the back
What?
of Kid Pharaoh's Bronco on the way here because,
What?
because I knew yesterday I was going to be here and I'm going to take him over. And
Oh.
so I texted, I texted him, I was like, you need to take him over. And I texted Justin, he's pissed. He's like, I'm not sitting in that little ass Bronco. He's like, I'm not cramming in there. He was like, he'd rather walk in the cold.
He doesn't. Caden
he doesn't
have a-
get cold.
No, Caden doesn't have he has the bigger Bronco.
That's
Like-
what
like
I
there's-
thought.
No, he doesn't. He's a
He has
small.
base
Does he?
model.
He's the
Does
base
he
model.
really?
Yeah.
Because that's still a
The-
decent
No,
size.
no,
No,
my,
it's not.
my
It's
mom.
teeny tiny.
My
When
mom
you see the big
has-
Broncos,
no.
they're big.
No, what's her face?
Lindsay?
Lindsay. She has the big one. Of
Yeah.
the ones.
Is
It's
it
just
not
the
the same-
Raptor? Yeah. It's,
I
So
thought-
the fenders are like on.
Maybe
it's
I'm
only a
just,
2-door,
I haven't.
but
been,
it is bigger than.
No, I haven't been really around Caden's Bronco.
It's
All I
tiny,
know is
tiny.
that my mom has
Your
the 4-door.
Escape is bigger than his Bronco.
Yeah.
Really?
His Bronco's like
It's a small car.
just
It's a
slightly.
compact
It's like
SUV.
slightly bigger and a little bit longer than a Jeep Renegade.
Really? Yeah, because so Lindsay has the big one. She has obviously it's 2-door. My mom has the smaller one that's more like normal, I guess you would say. It's just car size rather than Raptor size. And it's kind of like an Escape but boxier, and it's just a Bronco. I thought that Caden had the same one that Lindsay did.
No,
but-
Lindsay's Bronco's massive.
So Lindsay has the bigger version of Caden's car.
And
My
there's
mom has a
there's
different
a bigger
model.
version of Lindsay's,
Yeah.
which is insane.
The
It's
big
like-
ones
Is it
like-
on
it's
an
like
F350
100 it's
frame?
It's over $100,000.
Is it on an F350 frame?
No, not that.
No. Yeah, because I was gonna say the Ford Expedition, the super big one. That's the one that my mom drove before this car. That one's on a 250 frame, and that's
Those are
massive. Those are huge.
That's their luxury.
Yeah, that's a 9-seater. It was 7.
9-seater. Where the
Shout
hell are you
out
getting
Miss
that number
Murphy.
from?
I don't know. I haven't seen that car in years.
So Miss Murphy drives.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what?
yeah.
So
Anyway, while Wesley's doing that, we're not going to leave it silent.
Yeah.
Okay, Logan, why don't you
yeah,
pick one of these?
Pick one of
Yeah,
those,
cool.
pick one of those
I-
topics.
But the thing is,
List.
once you pick one, you have to immediately tell us a story about
Well,
the
yeah,
topic.
that's what I'm
you
trying to
chose.
think.
Okay.
I have a lot of stories.
Okay, oh boy, do I know.
you're a storied man.
I'm a storied man. Let me think. I'm kind of intrigued by should you tell someone if you think they're ugly?
Why did I know that was what you would pick? Why did I was thinking.
I'm kind of intrigued by that.
All
But I
right.
also want to put a twist on this. Should you tell someone if you think their partner is ugly?
Ooh. Okay, answer both. Answer
Okay,
both.
well,
And pick someone.
no. Okay.
On the air. On
Someone
the air.
who might be listening.
Okay.
Make sure we're recording.
First of all, should I tell someone if I think they're ugly in general? I think it depends on the situation
And how will you know them?
and how well I know.
And how well you know them. I think that's
Right? I've known Nolan for years. If I was gay, I would never date Nolan.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
all right, yeah.
But at the same time, right? I think that if there's a woman that's into me, right?
Well,
And
And you find her. That's a
Oh.
rarity.
Okay.
Once in a
Okay, I'm not
generation.
gonna share my women
Once in a
stories
blue
on
moon.
the air.
Just for the record, Logan has been messaged first by a girl and then blocked by her.
No, okay, not
Like recently? This happened like
it was
recently?
a year
happened.
ago.
Oh.
This happened. What was it? Was it last year?
It was last summer.
My theory is that this girl she had followed me a long time ago on Instagram, and I just kind of like followed her back and like didn't say anything.
Sure.
You know, whatever.
Right.
And so I get a message from her, like, I don't remember if it was after like football practice or like what I was doing, but I don't know. I just kind of took it and ran with it.
You ran away. That's what you did.
Like,
Comes to practice next morning.
Well, I came to practice. Yeah, I think it was. I came to practice next morning, and remember I was in my sling, and I don't.
He was blocked.
I was blocked.
Wait, hang on. How did did you guys talk all night?
Oh, we talked for like. You know how it is when you first start, like,
Sure.
actually, like, you, like, on and off, it's like every 20 minutes you get a response. You know,
Sure.
It's, like, spotty, whatever. It was kind of like that. And then I remember saying, I was like, there's got to be screenshots that I sent to one of you. But then I remember just being like, all right, like, okay, like, I guess I'll talk to you more tomorrow. Like, I really like talking to you. And then she's like, yeah, I like talking to you too. Good night. And then I wake up next morning and the messages are gone. I check the account and I'm like blocked, and I'm like, I think she had a boyfriend, and I think she was mad at the boyfriend and like lashed
I think
out.
you accidentally blocked her.
No, I think what happened was
Accidentally blocked her.
she got
That's some shit you would
Logan
do.
and did not like it.
Yeah, apparently not.
She's being
wow.
nice, yeah.
She didn't want to say it to your face.
Probably not, and you know I appreciate that. It's kind of like what you say. Should you tell someone if you think they're ugly? Yeah, she didn't think so.
She didn't.
Well,
she
but
didn't
didn't
tell you.
But what if yeah, she didn't tell me. But like, what if? Why would she message me if she thought I was ugly?
Your pictures make you look better, Logan.
Yeah, that's true. I do look better on Instagram than I do in person.
Yeah, because it's all face-tuned and
No.
good angles.
Yeah, you guys should go
Don't think
check out my Instagram. I'm
Hell
really close
no.
to it.
Hell no, we
we're
are
bleeping.
not playing.
Okay.
Logan, you want to tell us your Instagram real quick? Tell the handle.
Oh, it's gonna get bleeped out. It's gonna get bleeped out. Yeah. Okay. No self promotion.
No self-promotion.
we'll at
Oh,
you
boy.
on your threads only.
His threads is
Dude,
the
who
same as
actually
his
uses
Instagram handle.
Threads?
Yeah. It is.
So when it first came out, I downloaded Threads and I was like, oh, I just don't know what this is. So I log into it and I'm like, this is just somehow the shittier version of Twitter, and Twitter's already horrid.
Whoa, don't you ever say that.
You know what I love on Instagram is where it's like chat with AI. It's like, do you want to chat with Big Justice?
Or like, do you want to chat with like SpongeBob or like
Yeah.
Patrick or like Gojo? You know what? I know that Carter isn't into it. I haven't really asked you as of recent. Well, except for
You can just ask the question.
Are you into anime at all, Logan?
To anime. I not really. Like
Okay.
I would be open to it, but I'm not really that big.
Have you ever watched
No,
one?
I've not watched. I have a story about Nolan.
Oh, carpool karaoke.
Well, yes, there was one night me and Nolan had an awesome carpool karaoke.
And then I had to take
session.
the video down because Lindsay was like, if someone sees that you're like driving it all without your hands on the wheel, you get arrested. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get arrested.
What? Lindsay
I-
seems like a stickler sometimes.
Well, okay. Side tangent off your side tangent.
Yes.
Lindsay was born and raised in New York, and so she kind of has this very, not necessarily angry, but very demeaning kind of way that she talks to you sometimes. And it's not because she's trying to be an asshole. It's just kind of the way that they are, you know?
So what you're saying is, where people are born affect their personalities, right?
Yeah.
Interesting, you'd say that.
Yes. I would say that. I would say that someone.
Thumbnail for this one
I
is
would-
Nolan racist.
I'm not racist. One might say that one's birthplace and the way that they are raised directly influence their personality, and their environmental factors influence their personality.
So do you think all Mexicans are criminals?
No. Like, criminal isn't a personality. Like, that's not a personality trait you can have.
So you're saying nobody's
I
criminals?
think it depends.
I think that if you do something criminal, then you're a criminal.
But that's not a personality trait, you don't think?
No, I don't. I don't think that that's a personality trait.
Okay.
Why? Why are you guys?
Would you say if someone's I don't know, an investment banker?
What color comes to mind?
Somebody like Nolan comes to mind. Jewish male.
Because I'm oh my god. Someone like Nolan comes to mind. A white Jewish
So I was
male.
trying not to say
Logan,
it.
do you think you should tell someone if they're
No, wait, you have to go back to what you were saying about carpool karaoke, then we'll go back and answer that.
Okay, yeah, that night, me and Nolan had on a little date night.
To McDonald's, where they spent 20 minutes cooking our fries to give us half the box.
Yeah, that was terrible. Nolan was really mad.
Oh, never enough food for that guy.
It wasn't even for me.
Yeah, it was for.
Was it
for Emma and Noel or something?
No, it was for
Because I think it was for Haley.
Yeah, it was for
Haley
Emma.
was so mad because you guys were gone for an hour.
We were gone for an hour, and by the time they got back, the fries were cold. But the fries were cold when they gave it to us.
Hmm. How'd you know?
Huh.
Okay.
I felt the vibe. They're just mean to me all the time.
What story was that?
Okay.
So we started off. I was just like playing music and just singing. And then I was like, "Hey Logan, do you want to see this playlist that I have?" And he's like, "Sure." I'm like, "You ever watch any anime?" And he's like, "No, not really." I'm like, "I have an entire playlist for Japanese music." Now this was before my playlist was like 11 and a half hours long. My playlist was only like 5 hours at this point.
Only 5.
And it's all it's all Japanese music.
I haven't heard
And
that.
I'm
That's
a
what
big
she
I'm a
said
big
in a
fan
minute.
of Japanese pop and Japanese city pop, J-rock, all this stuff. I also know every single word to all those songs. And so I played that playlist for Logan and I kind of sang the songs and I got to a point where I'm like, this is from this show and this opening or this ending, and then I would skip the song and I'd be
Okay.
like, this is from this one.
Yeah.
Makes me so mad.
It's really fresh. When you listen to his music with Nolan, he skips after 2 seconds.
He
And
does?
everything else. He'll go, "This is a great song." And
But what's more impressive is that he was able to listen to the song within the first 5 seconds. He'd tell me what anime it was from, like what episode, and it was like the intro
I
song.
don't know if
and
I'd
the
call that
outro
impressive.
song. Well, I thought the first thing I thought of, I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's autistic." But at the same time, I'm like, "That's so impressive." I could never.
I also have really good music recognition just
That
because
too.
I listen to music so much. Like within the first 2 seconds of any song that's on any of my playlists, I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, so that's autism.
Well, I think that absolutely plays a role in it. I think that I am absolutely autistic in some way.
Okay, Logan, do we think we should tell people if they're ugly?
All right.
I think if they deserve it.
Oh,
Like-
what constitutes
what makes someone
constitutes?
deserve it?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to vocalize this. Most times, I would say no. I think that you should not tell someone if you think they're ugly. Just in general, there's been a lot of times I don't know how many people frequent the Lansing Mall.
None of us.
I like the Meridian Mall more.
Well,
myself.
the Meridian Mall is definitely nice. Well, even at the Meridian Mall, there's it's Alchemist, so not as much. But there's a lot of ugly people.
There
in the Lansing area.
Are you saying
Sure
rich people
are.
aren't ugly?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying most
helps.
Asian
No, it
people
helps.
aren't ugly. Is what I'm
Oh.
saying.
What?
That's
Wesley's in a very
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
Don't do that again.
Wesley's in a very accusatory type of mood today. He's very So does that mean that you think that all Mexicans are criminals? Shut up! Actually, shut up.
For the record.
Interesting.
I
You
feel
want to silence me?
I feel like most Mexicans I know are not criminals.
Most?
There might be a few.
I know a few.
Yeah,
I know a
I
few.
think
I know a lot,
But I
actually.
know a lot of people who are criminals.
I think most of the Mexicans I know are
Regardless
criminals.
of race or social status.
Yeah. It's a perfect time. Nolan, how do we feel about Israel?
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
All right.
Whoa, which Israel?
Okay.
Current Israel.
No,
No.
he came up to me in the hall the other day. He goes, "Are you Wesley's stepbrother? I think I recognize your face." I said, "Dog, we spent the whole night together." Pause. Wait.
Whoa, who are you
What?
talking about?
Interesting.
Israel.
There's a person named. Oh, no, I.
That's
mean
why
the
I was
country.
confused.
I mean the country.
No, I know what you were talking about because you directed it towards me. The
He's
Israel.
not an anti-Semite.
the Israel-Palestine situation is a very hard
Yeah,
thing.
and we're not going to go
And
into that.
we're not going to go over it, but my opinion is
No,
both
we don't
sides
even
are
want to
wrong.
hear your opinion.
Yeah,
That's it.
I was half joking.
Logan, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Is there anything? I don't know.
Well, we haven't
I
even
know,
given
this
our
guy's
opinion on
there.
if we think that people
Yeah, you
should
guys
be
need
pulled
to.
it up.
share
Yes.
your side of the table.
I share that opinion quite often.
I think so.
There's one
do
person.
think so.
there's
Unless it's
one
like a
person I really want.
I
to
mean,
be like,
if
you're
they're-
ugly and I don't like you.
But
I
you know what-
can't."
you know
And
what-
you all know
you know
who
what-
it is.
No idea who it is.
But
You
Carter
gotta-
knows who it is because Carter agrees with me. But I can't. We can't
Probably.
name. We can't name drop.
We can name drop.
Why
Spencer.
don't you text it to me? Just to make sure.
Or how about
I'll cut it out.
And then, no, it's
we,
okay.
No,
we,
no,
bleep,
we-
no,
no,
we,
no,
we,
then
we
I'm
bleep the name. We
No,
bleep
it's
the
okay.
name.
Yeah. Okay. I think if they have a physical disformity, you can't call
Yeah.
it. If
Oh,
they have
yeah,
a lazy,
okay.
if they have a lazy eye, you can't be like, oh, you're ugly.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But if they like,
What if they got 3 double chins then?
and if they have a middle part on their hair, like, you know, if you got weird things going on that you can, if you got a rat tail,
Yeah.
I think
you're
that
gonna hear
that's-
it from me.
I think that's reasonable. I think that
If you wear the same sweatshirt every day, you're gonna hear it from me.
right. I think that
Interesting.
I think that if you never mind. I think that
Bro, screen peeking.
if you
You sent it to me.
No, I did.
I was looking on your phone to see like who you were gonna
Oh
say.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
So
I'm
you were screen
texting.
peeking.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know.
that I think I'm piggyback off Carter here. If you have an issue that you can change and you're choosing not to, you're gonna hear it from me. But if you have an uncontrollable thing, like it's hard to make. What's the?
Okay, well, what's the name?
Interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
See, and I knew everyone
I
here
don't-
would agree.
Shout out.
Wesley is a weirdo.
Shout out
but
the left tackle on the Do It football team.
No comment.
He's a warrior, man. He's a warrior.
What was I? Oh yeah. Speaking of, Megan texted me just now. This is an interesting topic. She's been saying this a lot lately.
Did you know it's National Send an Ass Pic Day?
I think that's the best way to start off a conversation with a woman. You say, hey, did you know that it's National Send an Aspect Day?
Yeah.
I'm a-waiting.
Send 'em.
I don't know how she feel about that.
Send 'em over.
Is she
Well, there's no way to know but ask.
yeah, I don't know how she would respond to that.
Probably by breaking up with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, can you turn your damn ringer off?
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Every single day I hear that shit.
I don't think I can do about
There
it.
does seem to be a comment.
Because it goes through the headphones.
Anyway, she says, I really can't wait to graduate and just leave and get away from everyone. And I feel like that's something interesting to bring up because I feel like a lot of people are kind of in the same boat where they're like,
But also, I'm in the boat of like, I'm never gonna see a lot of
That's
these people, and
what I
that
got
kind of
too.
obsesses me.
yeah, I'm kind of like, damn.
I like walking past the strange people in the hallways.
Or just go
I
to
think-
the mall.
That's true, maybe.
Just come with me. You can go. I love to go look at the like the Star. They have so many shops in there, like Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Star Wars.
Logan's the weird
Yeah.
guy you see in the mall.
Yeah, I am the weird guy.
Well,
you see
I'd
in
be
the
that guy too. Me and Logan
Yeah.
would be absolute fiends in a mall together.
Yeah, if me and Nolan are on the registry in 30 years, you know,
Wow.
we'll get away from malls.
Hey,
All right.
Hey, it's
What do we
you
mean?
can't say that. I'm going
Logan
to
is
school for
18, by the way.
No, you can't say that because I'm going to school. I'm going to school to be a teacher. So if you say that I'm going to get the registry in 30 years, that's not okay because now it's like, uh-oh.
Well, I'm going to school to be a writer, so maybe I'll write an article about
You got a 2 out of 100 on an essay. I don't want to hear
Oh
it.
my God,
Okay.
okay. No, hey, I do want to talk about that. I was walking out of bed one day, and it was last year. Logan and Justin and Wesley were standing on the lunchroom. I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? Everyone's laughing. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And Justin's like, Logan just got a 2 out of 100 on an essay. I'm like, Logan, how did you write your name on it?
He actually tried.
Hey, let's
I
let Logan talk.
I said,
Okay.
did you write the essay?
No,
And you're
let's
like,
let Logan
yes.
talk.
Like, what?
I did write the essay. This would be a great question for Miss Michelle Fulton.
Oh my god.
Um,
I'll hit her up on Instagram.
Yeah, I loved her as a teacher. She was really cool.
She touched me a lot.
But
That's not.
No relation. No relation.
Alright,
Hats on.
It's on air. You can't say
yeah, so we had like we were getting back. It was like our final exam essays for first semester,
Yeah.
and she let us do them early, so we could like revise them. Thank God. And so I get mine back, and there's a lot of people have like their like packets like thick. There's like a packet with like it's like stapled with like revision stuff, the essay, the rubric, all that. I have like 2 papers and then like the revision sheet and the rubric, and I'm kind of like, okay, like I open up the paper and I look and there's a picture of this too. I took on my phone. It's on my TikTok. So I'm not self-promoting. I look at I look.
He doesn't have
at-
TikTok.
I look at the rubric and it says 2 out of 100. And I go, maybe she meant like a 98. And because I legitimately am a decent writer.
It does not sound
Sure.
like.
So, but then I look and I'm like 2 out of 100, and I'm like, what? And I should have asked like what the hell constituted a 2 out of 100. Like I
on a written essay.
on a
Like,
written
you
essay.
wrote the
I
essay.
wrote it. It was about like
I found it.
yeah. See, look, there it is.
There's our thumbnail.
That's a thumbnail with your face next to it.
Yeah, it was about like I don't know, it was like Native Americans, I think.
I don't know. It was I think it was the Native American one.
Which makes it Wesley was in the class, which makes it worse because it makes me look like there's totally like shit on a whole like race of people and like wrote this bad. Is Native American a race?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should know that. I am Native American. I know
All
that.
right.
Oh,
My genealogy.
boy.
Which makes it worse, actually.
That does make it worse.
I think like I don't know what I don't know the exact percent. It's around,
How do I turn this off? Hold up. Silence.
Around 6%. That's all I know. But or something along the lines of that.
You'd probably be. Well, I'm 12.5%, so you'd be 6.25%.
You're Jewish and Native American.
No, I'm 12.5% Jewish, like ethnically.
So why the hell would he be 6
Yeah,
and a half?
Because if
where's
you-
the relation?
well,
You're not
because
his dad.
No, because if you come down another generation, that would make it 6.25%.
That's not how that works at all.
Yes, it is.
Well, mathematically.
Only if
Depends on.
the person you're marrying has 0%
Sure.
and
Was one of your parents 0% and your other one was?
I have no idea.
Okay, great. Because I was gonna say, it's
Yeah.
like my grandpa was 50%. He married someone, gave birth to my dad. He's 25%. Dad married someone not
Your
Jewish.
grandpa was 50%.
Yeah, his dad was 100.
Really?
It cuts in half every
I
time.
did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good guy.
I
I've
mean,
seen him
yeah,
one time.
technically.
Well, that is how it is. But it just did I put this on backwards?
Holy no aura.
No, I didn't. Okay,
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
I mean, that's assuming nobody else in that line had anything in them.
Well, yeah, like that's what
And that-
constitutes that.
I mean, ancestry's weird.
Ancestry is weird. 23andme.com.
There's also no guarantee that it passed down.
Do we see anything else on that list sticking out to you? There?
I don't know. I was just looking at it.
I like the
We should number the list.
I think I like the what's the most embarrassing thing you've done in public?
No, I've done a lot of embarrassing.
Nolan would have a lot of
I
stories
have
for
a lot
that.
of stories for that.
I'm sure you do.
No, I don't want to hear them.
I fucking hate you.
Actually, I want this for Logan.
Yeah, what's the
Oh.
most?
Oh.
I know. I think I have an
Oh.
idea of what that may be.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? It is?
Is it when you failed the class, and then your parents had to talk to you about that?
Oh yeah,
That's like
might have been.
That's like base level lore.
It's,
Well, I don't have the.
What about when you your dad got mad at you and you went and fist fought him in the front yard?
It didn't happen. It almost
I
happened.
don't know.
I feel like that's a normal.
What?
Well, not normal. I shouldn't say that. I feel like I'm not the only person who has had a dad.
Probably
who's
not.
Been like,
You're not the only person that's had a dad.
Well, no, to like try and fight. I wouldn't say try and fight him.
I know a lot of people that have fought their
I
dads.
know. Nolan knows from when we were little that me and my parents sometimes tend to disagree and butt heads a lot. I think that's a fair
Yeah, I agree.
I'd say you're a bunch of all alcoholics.
Alcoholic is a bold term, especially for me.
Well, one night, me and
Hey,
Wesley
man.
got off work and we went to Yukai. We had a great meal. Was that
Delightful
just the two
meal.
of us? I think it was just the two
It was
of
just
us.
the two of us. We had a delightful meal.
Delightful.
Date night.
And you know what happens? We get a call from.
I hear a little ring a ding on my phone. Logan Cypher,
Can't,
hey.
can't hear a word he's saying. All I hear is loud ass music in the background.
We're like, Logan, we can't hear you.
Can't string together words.
We get a text.
I get a text. Sorry, can't hear.
If I find it.
Entirely illegible.
It's pretty bad.
Yes.
The only thing you could decipher was at, not gonna name drops, party, need to get picked up.
We're like, oh, well,
Like, shit.
we found the address. We
scooted on over.
We picked Logan's truck up and we took him home.
Yeah.
And the whole ride home, Logan was not okay.
And for everyone listening,
He had
There
too
wa-
many gummy worms.
He had too many
No,
gummy worms?
he had too many Cheez-Its.
too many Cheez-Its.
He was feeling the effects of all the Cheez-Its he had.
Because he was diabetic and he was going
Yeah.
into it.
Too many
He
carbs.
was he
Too
was,
many
He was in a
carbs.
diabetic shock. There were no drugs on the premise. There was no alcohol on the premise,
There was not.
and Logan did get home safely.
I did, thanks to Wesley. And
Allegedly.
He was having a
He wouldn't
diabetic-
remember-
we
he was
were
having a diabetic
we were
emergency.
turning left and the light was red. He was screaming at me to go.
Okay. Yeah.
and then we
Logan
we,
doesn't remember what happened,
We
so
pulled
anything
into his
could have
driveway
happened.
and he confessed his love for me, which was really
No.
which was really sweet.
No, we got a text from him like,
You have to
Like,
find these
the-
things.
I also have a story that's related to this. Not to you. What the fuck? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I hope it's not related to me. I have a lot of
It's not-
Oh,
it's-
whoa,
it's
my God.
it's Not, probably
What?
something. Oh, wow.
Or just pulled up his private pictures.
Oh, what? Oh,
Dude, I have another
forgot about
I have
that.
another crumble cookie ad.
Wow.
I have another
They
crumble
really
cookie
did.
Yeah,
They
they
really
wanted
did.
that.
I've never had crumble cookie. What are the
Nolan's
opinions?
real experience.
I have had it one time. I've had it one time. I've had it one time. Dude, I read the text that you sent about your mom watching the podcast
Oh,
and
she
dying
thought that
laughing.
was really funny.
I don't know if you listened to it yet, but there was
Yeah.
this one joke where we were talking about candy and Carter said that Almond Joys were his favorite candy. I was like, that's like a
What?
top 3, top 5 candy.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
Almond Joy?
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
great.
They're so good.
Almond Joy candy is a top
Mhm.
3.
It's my favorite.
Oh,
It's my
absolutely.
favorite.
It's like top 3. Like top,
Wesley,
I love
Wesley, you
coconut.
help me out here.
I hate almond joys. Coconut is pretty terrible.
Yeah,
top 3 candy bars all time. Reese's Outrageous Bar. The Midnight Milky Ways, like the dark
Okay,
chocolate
well, where
Milky
were you
Ways.
going?
And Almond Joy. Anyway,
We're coming back to
where we're talking about candy bars, and I'm like, yeah, that's like a top 3, top 5 candy bar. And then Wesley was like, how far does that list go down? And Carter's like, probably 74. And I was like, I don't even know that many candy bars. And Carter immediately said, oh, but they know you. And like, it was just, I was reading that text and I was like, yeah, that was really funny. I'm tired of getting made fun of, dude. Like, I don't have anything to say back. I'm really bad at it. But like, Tao, I saw him after calc yesterday. We were standing in the lunch line. He's like, what's up, femboy big belly?
Wow.
You're like, I have not spoken to him since. I said, I'm not talking to you ever again, and I have not spoken to him since.
You're very feminine.
That may be true. That may be true.
Who think's more feminine between me and Nolan?
No.
Nolan.
Do we think it's cool? Because
I think you've gotten better.
You're a very hairy
I've
man.
You've gotten better.
I'm not as feminine as I
No,
was
you-
before.
Yeah, you're grown.
Last year, you would just take it every day.
Wow.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hold on.
In what type of way are we talking?
Yeah.
Quote from
I have
Logan
a-
Cypher.
I
My gun pink.
Did I actually say that?
Yeah.
Did I actually say that? Oh, shit,
wait.
I did say that. I bet you, we could do a whole segment on here about text messages I've sent. Like,
In the
quotes
group chat?
In the
That
group
could be
chat.
good. We'd have to prepare that ahead of time.
I have a
Probably
video to show
Start-
you guys after the podcast.
Get that censor bar ready to go.
Wait, do you remember when I said this? Do you remember when I said that?
Yeah. That's all it would be.
I asked Megan if she wanted me to say anything on the podcast. She goes, no. That's it. So I
Text back the podcast.
I'm going
Capital
to
N.
refrain.
Yeah, Carter needs to refrain.
We should have.
Any opinionated comments?
We should have her on the podcast.
You know, me and Logan had a great conversation at lunch the other day.
First lunch.
The only lunch that we have.
What did you?
Well,
What did you guys
no,
talk
shit.
about? What did you guys talk about? Enlighten me. Buddha bless this beat.
Enlightened.
We talked a lot. We talked a lot at lunch.
You sit there in silence and play Block Blast.
Well, yes, I do because I'm trying.
He just laughs at
That's
us.
all.
We just make fun of Maddox.
Holy
Yeah,
autism.
we do make fun of Max. Carrick is a really funny guy.
I agree.
Diabetic brother,
Yeah.
Carrick. He's a
I
funny
know.
guy.
I know 3 diabetics.
I also know 3 diabetics.
You
And we're all C's. It's Cypher, Carrick, and Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess I know 4.
Who's the other
Who's
one?
the other one?
You got Carter
Who's
knows her.
3
You guys don't know
diabetic?
how.
Oh, I think I know.
Wait, who's the other diabetic?
I just said you don't know her.
Oh, I thought you were referring to Nolan.
You guys, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You actually have the only baby. Like this is
No.
not okay. This is not okay.
Nolan, I love you, man. I really do.
I don't think you do.
I
Not after
really
what
How do you
just
get
said.
ads on Snapchat? I've never had an ad on Snapchat.
No, it's
let alone
gone. It's gone. I didn't even click on it. I didn't even click on it.
Those phone is like a virus.
It's like
It's got the cupcake virus.
What is this?
that's a picture of
They
Bryce
directly-
McLean. That's Bryce McLean. That's a
Oh.
picture from last year.
Shout out to Bryce. McLean.
Shout out to Bryce McLean. We'll get them on soon.
You guys see Nate playing the guitar on a snap the other day?
I did. Yeah, they went to Overtone. Overtone is a indie band that is based entirely out of our school. It is Henry and Nathan Phillips, Henry Whitmore, obviously, and
Obviously.
then 2 more who I'm blanking on who they are.
I did not know this. I didn't know
And
that.
they had their first gig at the Mulligan Roadhouse yesterday. It's about 30 minutes away. It's in Grand Ledge. And I heard it went really well. It was open mic, so in between sets there were, a couple of people who would go up and do their own sets, and there's pool there, and it's a very nice place there. I've been there once. I could unfortunately not make it there yesterday because I did have to work. They rescheduled it for the only day that I was working this
He
week.
was getting tips in his underwear.
No, I was not. You absolute fucking freak.
Yeah,
Anyway,
what's the word on? I've talked about this with people before, like how profitable is a male stripper as a career?
I think it depends where you are.
Depends who you are.
True.
No woman wants to see you.
Well,
Yeah, you're kind of
You don't
hairy.
have a career.
sure.
Okay, sure. Maybe yes.
You'd have to
Maybe-
shave first at
Maybe
least.
I'll take okay. Okay.
So-
but I think legitimately, I don't remember who I was. I know who would make a really good male stripper.
All right.
Who would enlighten me?
Justin.
Well, okay, Chocolate Thunder. He already has the
He'd
name.
break the pole.
But I think me and CJ Sampson, about a year ago, for Chase Wintershine's birthday, we wanted to buy him a stripper pole for his bedroom because we had always talked about, the 3 of us are pretty close, and we always talked about how me and
Really
CJ
close.
Okay, not that close. We thought that Chase would be like hilarious as a stripper, and so we're like, let's get him a stripper pole. And then me and CJ never really materialized. We spent the money instead on CJ got us like these like radios for our truck and like Chase's car, and you like plug them in. It's like a trucker radio, which I think is pointless because we can just use our phone. So and I didn't know how to tell him. So like sorry CJ if you're listening. I didn't buy it yet. I still have the money for it. CJ washed me out yesterday at the bowling alley because me and CJ are so broke. We had to combine bank accounts to get 60
Singular pizza.
Pizza and like these pretzel breadsticks.
Get a
And,
job.
We had to go to Target to go on a little mission too, and we didn't have any. We had to like pay in cash. My bank account right now currently is at 44 cents.
I'm in the negatives.
CJ's is about at $2.
I'm also about at $2, but that makes sense for me because the hourly pay that I get comes once every blue moon, and it's $3.67 an hour.
Do you work at a restaurant?
Yeah,
That's why.
Leo's.
Leo's Lodge. It's
You
very
work at
good
Leo's?
food.
How many times have I eaten there and not seen you?
Keelan just started working there recently.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
How
I've been
often
there.
do you go to Leo's Lodge?
I've
It's
been like
very good. You should go more often.
I go like every Tuesday.
Well, one time I went. I don't
work
remember.
Tuesdays. I'll work next
It's
Tuesday.
kind of far.
No, it's
not
not
just- yeah,
It's
15
9 minutes away.
No,
From my house?
I could walk there from my old house, and it's like it's not that.
From my house?
When-
I could walk there if I lived in the apartments next to it. That's such a
From my
nothing
house,
statement.
I have to be there by 4:45 to work the dinner shift. For the dinner shift, I leave my house at 4:25, and I get there.
So you have 20 minutes to get there?
Yeah, and then I get there
That
10-ish,
was a nothing
12
statement.
minutes early. So
Mhm.
earlier than I need to.
Well,
It's-
Logan, do you have
I mean-
anything else you want us to talk about?
I don't know. What are some things you guys want to ask me? What stories should I tell on here? I have a lot of stories.
As we mentioned earlier, he is a storied man.
I am a storied man.
It's the Native American.
Yeah, that's the. They're great storytellers. That is true.
I don't know if Nolan's great. Logan's great at telling the stories rather than just
Making them.
being the victim in his story.
Is he always the victim? in
Almost
his
always.
stories?
Almost always.
Logan is the victim.
That's-
I will go in public 100 times with Wesley and nothing weird will happen. If you go anywhere with Logan, something odd is gonna happen.
The weirdness and like it's like attracts to me. I don't know how to describe it.
It's
Like,
you.
It might be Logan.
Like everywhere I go, and this is another thing I noticed too. Like people will drive on the road and be like people will drive like in South Lansing, like down South Cedar, and be like, oh, like it's just whatever. I travel anywhere, traffic everywhere, people everywhere, just cops on the road.
You just can't get away from it.
Yeah, like I see just crazy weird shit everywhere. I was last summer, me and my
Because
good
your
friend,
people steal our money in casinos.
my people, I'm white.
Native
My
American.
people.
My people.
No, they
My
save
people.
it. You people
No,
don't
they
like it.
they steal it. They like go in with their like ectoplasm fingers and take the money
Well,
out.
your
of slot
people have
machines.
all the money.
Yeah, they run the world. They rule Hollywood. They run Hollywood. They run the banking system.
They
They
do.
run the world.
Not me. I drink raw milk.
That was good. I'm a big fan of that one.
Shut up. You just ruined everything.
I'm fighting for my life over here.
Alright, well.
Oh my
Well,
God.
you do look a little.
So that was going on.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Why are you fighting for your life?
It'd be a splash zone if I didn't just stop that.
Well, Wes is squeezing his sphincter and the bell's going to ring in less than a minute.
Elephants
Let's
in the
wrap
Room
this.
podcast, Gone Sexual, featuring Logan Cypher.
There it is.
4 men, 1 table.
All right, everybody. The bell just rang. I hope you guys
There's
have a
the bell.
wonderful
I'm
rest
hard.
of your day.
Roll the
We'll
music.
talk,
Let's get out
we'll
of
talk to you guys later. Have a swell rest of your day. See you later.